The apostolic origin of the Syro-Malabar Church. The Syro-Malabar Church is one of the oldest Christian communities in the world, and the story begins with St. Thomas the Apostle, one of Jesus' 12 close followers. Here's how St. Thomas is connected to the faith and traditions of the Syro-Malabar Church. Number 1. St. Thomas comes to India. After Jesus rose to heaven, St. Thomas traveled to faraway places to share Jesus' teachings. Around 52 AD, he reached the shores of Kerala, India. He taught people about Jesus, baptized them, and started Christian communities. Many families in Kerala became Christians because of his work. Number 2. Building the church. St. Thomas helped build churches, some of which are remembered today, like the famous church at Kodangalud. He shared Jesus' message of love, peace, and forgiveness, and helped people according to those values. Number 3. Traditions passed down. The Syro-Malabar Church follows special prayers, rituals, and celebrations that reach back to St. Thomas and the Eastern Christian traditions he brought. For example, the church uses a form of worship called the East Syriac liturgy, which has roots in the ancient Christian practices introduced by St. Thomas. Number 4. The martyrdom of St. Thomas. St. Thomas bravely spread the message of Jesus even when it was dangerous. Around 72 AD, he was killed for his faith in a place called Mylapore, near Chennai. Today, a shrine in Chennai marks the spot where he believed to be buried. Number 5. Why he is important to the Syro-Malabar Church. St. Thomas is called the father of faith for the Syro-Malabar Church because he started the Christian community in India. His courage and teachings inspire people to stay strong in their faith and share kindness and love with each other. Number 6. Celebrating St. Thomas. Every year on July 3rd, the Syro-Malabar Church celebrates the feast of St. Thomas, remembering his life and sacrifices. St. Thomas is like a family elder for the Syro-Malabar Church, reminding everyone to live with faith and share Jesus' teachings with the world. The 7 Christian communities founded by St. Thomas in India. When St. Thomas the Apostle came to India, he started 7 Christian communities in different places in Kerala. These were the first groups of people in India to follow Jesus. Here are the 7 places he founded these churches in order: Kodangalud, Palayud, Paravud, Kogamangalam, Niranam, Nilakil, and Kollam. The half church associated with St. Thomas is believed to be the church he built at Little Mount in Mylapore near Chennai before his martyrdom. This church is known today as the Church of Our Lady of Good Health, Little Mount. Why is it called a half church? The term half church might come from the fact that St. Thomas started building the church but didn't finish it completely before he was martyred. It may also refer to the smaller size of the original structure compared to the other churches. What happened at Little Mount? St. Thomas spent time praying and teaching in this area. He used a cave as his place of refuge and prayer. The cave, still preserved today, has a rock with a handprint and footprints believed to be his. After Little Mount, St. Thomas fled from this location when he was pursued by enemies and took shelter on St. Thomas Mount, where he was ultimately martyred. Today, the Little Mount Shrine is a special place for Christians who visit to pray and remember St. Thomas's courage and dedication to spreading Jesus' message. It is part of the larger story of St. Thomas's journey and his deep connection to India's Christian faith. These communities are very special because they show the beginning of Christianity in India. They still remember and honor St. Thomas for starting their faith journey. The martyrdom of St. Thomas. St. Thomas loved sharing the message of Jesus even when it was difficult or dangerous. After spending many years in Kerala, he traveled to Mylapore near Chennai to continue his work. There he faced challenges from people who didn't agree with his teachings. While praying on a hill, now called St. Thomas Mount, some people attacked him. He was speared to death for his faith. St. Thomas died as a martyr, which means he gave up his life for what he believed in, the teachings of Jesus. Remembering St. Thomas. Today there is a special church in Chennai called St. Thom Basilica, built over the place where St. Thomas is believed to be buried. People visit this church to pray and honor his sacrifices. Saint Thomas is remembered as a brave and loving follower of Jesus who helped bring Christianity to India, and his story inspires many to live with faith and courage.
Facts on the Syro-Malabar Church. Current status of the Syro-Malabar Church. In this time and age, the Syro-Malabar dioceses are facing some issues regarding the practices done throughout the Holy Mass. A rule formed by the Synod of Bishops resulted in a decades-old feud between the dioceses. The rule proposed that priests must face the altar throughout the Holy Mass, which was found to be strongly opposed by some dioceses, hence ultimately leading to protests and boycotts against it. Current statistics of the Syro-Malabar Church. The Syro-Malabar Church is the second largest Eastern church in the Catholic ministry and consists of the largest group of St. Thomas Christians. Currently, there are 5 archdioceses: Ernakulam Angamali, Changanasheri, Thrissur, Thalassery, and Kottayam. There are 35 eparchies. More eparchies include the St. Thomas Eparchy of Chicago in the United States of America and the Eparchy of St. Thomas the Apostle of Melbourne. Approximately, there are 4 million Syro-Malabarians throughout the 30 eparchies, of which 5.85 million live as migrants outside any Syro-Malabar eparchy. In total, there are 47 bishops, 8,547 priests, of which 3,556 of them are diocesan and 4,991 are religious, 32,114 religious women, and 1,214 major seminarians. The hierarchy of the Syro-Malabar Church. To start off, there's the major archbishop, who is the head of the Syro-Malabar Church. The current head of the Syro-Malabar Church is Major Archbishop George Alanjeri from Ernakulam Angamali, Kerala. The Synods of Bishops is a large group consisting of all the bishops of the church. They work with the major archbishop to decide on rules and fixing various other issues that are part of the church. The diocesan bishops are bishops that lead a diocese and watches the priests, parishes, and the community. And finally, the clergy. It consists of all the priests, deacons, and seminarians who serve in the parishes under the control of the diocesan bishop. Syro-Malabar and me. The Syro-Malabar Church is quite unique and distinct when compared to other church traditions active globally. Compared to other church traditions, the Syro-Malabar Church consists of many cultural integrations, holistic decorations, traditional hymns and clothing, all of which help to show how strong our initiative is to worship our God. Along with the cultural integrations, our strong faith is also shown through the devotional practices we involve in both through the church and with our families. We play our roles in the Syro-Malabar Church by serving as altar servants during the Holy Mass, through which we assist the clergy with supporting tasks at the altar. An altar servant reflects the service of the angels and saints in heaven to Christ at the altar, Christ represented by the clergy. By being altar servants, we pose as role models to the younger people, and through this, they also follow the same route as to grow their faith. We can also help spread the word of God to other people by educating them about God's actions for the world we live in.